Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Derek Spencer, and today I just wanted to show a video of how I mixed and recorded my song Left Out from my album Me, Myself, and Lies. I hope you learned something from this video today, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I am currently in my Logic Pro X project. I use Logic Pro for all of my recordings. I've been using Logic for probably since 2016, 2015. I've been using it for a long time. Obviously, you can use any DAW that you want, from Pro Tools to Logic and Ableton to Fruity Loops, whatever you want to, whatever you want to use, whatever you're most comfortable with. Just get used to your DAW. But Logic is my go-to DAW that I use. And today I just wanted to show you a little bit of my song Left Out. My song Left Out is a pretty cool song. It's got a lot of interesting parts that are throughout the entire thing. And first, if you haven't heard the song, I just want to go ahead and play it real quick. I just want to play the chorus for you so you can kind of hear what I'm talking about today.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's your time. I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's your time. I feel left out, feel left out, feel left out. It's funny how you care when.
Alright, so today I just want to focus more on what I did with the chorus. I took very low parts, and I also took very high parts going into that song. So I want to focus on the first half of the chorus, and then going into more of the higher part of that. So I'm going to go ahead and mute and unmute some of the files. And then we're going to kind of jump right into this. So first I'm going to start with the first half. Obviously I did put pitch correction and different things that helped improve, I thought, the vocal side of it. I think a lot of hip hop, especially trap music, is using a lot of pitch correction stuff. And so I went ahead and just went that direction with this song. I really didn't want to showcase my voice. I wanted to do something that was more mainstream sound. And so I went ahead and just, I did a really raw recording of it. So this is the song, the vocal for the chorus soloed out from the beginning.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's.
It is not something that I'm like, ooh, I'm really proud of that. It's a very raw recording. And so I just went ahead and right away threw pitch correction on it. So this is with pitch correction on it as well.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's. I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied.
It just adds that normal feel to it. It gives you that hip hop bass to it. You throw the beat under.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's.
So that's what I went ahead and did. This first EQ, I went ahead and just got out a lot of the nastiness, a lot of the mids, the high, the low.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time.
Like anytime, so this bottom half right here, if you don't know what an EQ is, this side down here on the left is your low end, and this side over here is your high end, your high frequencies, and throughout the middle is your mid range. So if you listen here, I'm going to go ahead and pull the mid range here up to the very top so you can kind of hear it.
I've been left out for a long time, Always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's I've been left out.
Okay, so I think you probably heard what I was kind of doing there, but it just eliminated a lot of that noise that I just didn't want into the mix or anything like that. So after that clean up EQ, basically, I went ahead and put a compressor on it. This compressor, I use it for a handful of things. My ratio's at a 3-to-1. My threshold's at a -30. My mix output, I put it at a 7. The punch, I just put it at a 1. Attack, I wanted it at 14. And release, I wanted it to be at 150. So whenever you hear it now, I'm going to go and play it again without the compressor. Then I will play it with the compressor.
I've been left out for a long time. I've been left out for a long time. I've been left out for a long time. I've been left out for a long time.
So you can hear how it just lifts it up automatically. So I'm going to play it through with the compressor now. The EQs, the cleanup EQs in there just to get rid of that dirtiness on the bottom. And the pitch corrections also in there.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's I've been left out for a long time.
Okay, so we're basically at a good place. I want to go ahead and take the EQ to the next level now. I want to add another EQ to it. So I went ahead and put something underneath it to kind of cut the low end out of it and lift the high end up a little bit. I wanted this song to feel bright. I wanted it to not feel muddy. So I went ahead and put another EQ on it to make it nice and clean. So whenever people listen to the song, they feel like it's just there.
I've been left out for a long time.
So this is with it.
I've been left out for a long time.
This is without it.
I've been left out for a long time.
And you can hear the muddiness like immediately be taken away whenever it's on.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's I've been left out. I've been left out for a long time. Always
So yeah, I went ahead and put that on there. I wanted it to be a nice, clear vocal. I didn't want any muddiness in it, so I went ahead and lifted up the high end as well. And then on this as well, I decided to put a noise gate in here. I just wanted it to be really nice and tight, so you weren't hearing any of the breaths in between. It's just something that's very certain.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's I've been left out for a long time.
So yeah, from there, I put a multiplier. I don't typically do this for a lot of my songs. I typically just use the multiplier for mastering and different things like that. But I really wanted a certain sound when it came to the EQ, the multi-pressor. Basically, just enhance the middle section that I was really looking for. The multi-limiter. So I went ahead and added this on here. And so you can kind of hear it right away. I'm going to play it with it, and then I'm going to play it without it.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time.
You can see that I actually took a lot of the low end and the mid range out again, and I actually lifted up the high mids just to give it that nice clean sound to it.
I've been left out for a long time. I've been left out for a long time. I've been left out for a long time.
Yeah, so I think it sounded really good there. At this point, though, I really felt like with the instrumental, it sounded good. So go ahead and take a listen to it.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's...
So it sounded good. I really felt like it was missing something. And what that something was a reverb. So I went ahead and added a space delay. If you're under Logic, you can find this under the reverb. You can put this under a bus, but for this section, I wanted to specifically just make it on this one. So I wanted to do space design, reverb space design, stereo. From here, I opened it up to the big plate section, which is under the large spaces, plate reverb, big plate. I really like this reverb in here. It gives it a nice big sound. I didn't really want it dry. I wanted it really wet. And the length, I kind of just extended it out so it'd feel really nice. So listen to it with it and listen to it without it.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's... I've been left out for a long time.
This is without it.
I've been left out for a long time.
This is with it.
I've been left out for a long time.
Just adds that nice sound that is just... So I went ahead and put that in there. I felt at this point it sounded good as the instrumentals with it.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's...
All right, so at this point I felt good with the track. This was the same exact thing on top here. I just wanted to walk through it without messing up any of this. I felt good with it, and I decided I just wanted something to thicken it up. So I went ahead and just made duplicates of the same thing, and I panned them left and right. It's a trick that I seen on the internet once, and I brought the mix down a little bit on both ends. And so I just wanted to thicken it up, and this is what it came out to.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. You lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's... I've been...
All right, so that's kind of where we're at. And then obviously, if you've heard this song, it goes into a really big part of the song where, I bring it up on the high end. I'll go ahead and play it again.
Lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's your time. I've been left out for a long time.
Really goes up there, goes up hard, goes up strong. The very first thing, though, that really is important for this is this reverse verb that I actually put in here. I actually think that part right there was really essential to get the sound we wanted. So I went ahead and made a reverse verb that actually led into the main of the part of this chorus. It turned out really well. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through how I kind of did this right here. And then from there, I think we should be pretty good of how we ended up mixing this song. So the chorus begins, with the same lyrics. It's just with a higher tone.
But you ain't never there when it's your time. I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. Lies in my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's your time. Time. I feel left out.
So obviously it did not sound good. The recording did not sound good, but like I said, I wasn't going for the intention of sounding perfect in my vocals. I was going for the intention of I wanted to sound very trappy. And so I went ahead and immediately turned on the pitch correction, and I basically turned it all the way down to make it as fast a response as possible. And then that the pitch correction.
I've been left out for a long time, always telling me you got no time. Lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's your time.
All right, and then I started going through the same process. I cleaned up my channel EQ, getting rid of a lot of those noises I didn't want. I put the compressor on it again, pretty much the same thing, 30, the ratio of 3-to-1. Did the same thing with the channel EQ, getting rid of that muddiness, and then bringing up the high end of it as well.
I've been for a long time. Always telling me I've been left out for a long time.
So right away, it sounds hard hidden. The noise gate, I went ahead and did the same thing. Multi-limiter. What do I keep saying? Why do I keep saying this? Let's get the exact name on here. Compressor. Duh, I knew that. It's compressor. Did the same thing. Took the low end out basically. Took the mid range out, or the mid frequencies, and then I added the same exact reverb. I actually just gave it a little bit more wetness because I just wanted it to have that effect on this chorus.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me I've been left out for a long time.
So it feels really good at this point. You can feel it underneath, and
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. Lies in my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's your time.
feels really good. What I decided to do was I decided to keep the low chorus in there as well.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time.
Just so you can get that, that drive underneath you basically. And I just started stacking this song. I stacked it with not necessarily the same exact thing. Like, I think it was the same thing here.
Lies in my face at the wrong time, but you.
So with those two, I went ahead and just made it left and right. But I did something different with this song. I did everything the same with this layer. But with this layer, I decided to add a electric guitar amp. And I really like the sound of this electric guitar amp. And so check it out real quick.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. Lied to my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's your time. I feel left out.
It just started adding that to it, So with that plugged in with the layers as well, I just thought it sounded really well.
I've been left out for a long time. Always telling me you got no time. Lies in my face at the wrong time, but you ain't never there when it's your time. I feel left out.
So then I got to this point in the song. I was like, okay, chorus sounds really good. The low part sounds good. The high part sounds good. We need something to kind of mix it all together. And that is when I decided to put the reverse reverb patches in the song. I mean, let's go ahead and listen to it with it, or let's listen to it without it, and then we will listen to it with it as well.
You ain't never there when it's your time.
Here, let me go ahead and play it a little bit longer.
You ain't never there when it's your time. I've been left out for a long time. You ain't never there when it's your time. I've been left out for a long time.
Very small, but I think it's things like that that really make a difference on a good song or not, honestly. And then I did the same thing down here. We'll listen to it with it or without it, and we'll listen to it with it.
Your time. I feel left out.
All right, and with it.
Your time. I feel left out.
Very small, but very important at the same time. So, this is what it's.
Your time. I feel left out.
Nothing crazy, but something that really makes that hard impact on that beat drop.
Your time. I feel left out.
And then it just makes a big impact. So yeah, and then from there I added some pretty much the same thing. I duplicated it, but then I added a pitch phaser to actually make it low end like this.
I feel left out.
And that was really it there. So yeah, that's my song Left Out. That's how I mixed it. And I just liked adding different effects to this song. And I think from from the top of the chorus to the end of the chorus. I think it gives that good feel of umph, but at the same time it gives good clarity, and it gives a great clean sound of what I'm trying to get across when it comes to the song. So
appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Hope you guys enjoyed the process of what I did with recording and also mixing and adding different effects from my song Left Out. If you're ever needing some work when it comes to a song you have working on right now and you need someone to mix and master, make sure you hit me up. I would love to get in contact with you and love to work with you in the future for some of your songs. So appreciate you guys watching the video, and hope you guys see more videos soon.
I feel left out.